So in '08, I guess we'll see with the new Congress what goes on here and how things, how things go as far as us getting funding for managing goals. But no one has said, it's not going to happen. So I guess we'll see. Is it tenuous? Well, of course.
Just a comment is my thing, because I know you don't have a crystal ball, but it seems to me like that how it's going to be perceived, maybe I'm wrong, is it's going to be different once we start hunting. And then, but you still got the Wolf Clan and the legislature. It's kind of like us, our discussion here a minute ago about how many permits we want, but somebody else actually gets to decide. We can say we want federal money as a state, but that doesn't mean we're going to get it. And I think there's going to be a different perception once these things are being hunted, and I think that's when that trap you described and that conflict within our state could be, could be pretty serious. You think that's could be a scenario?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I do. I think it'll be a tougher sell given the pressure on the federal budget. I think there will be a tougher sell once wolves are off the list. Having said that, though, you've got to remember there is an obligation under ESA for a minimum of 5 years.
That's right.
And it does say, the words in the statute are a minimum of 5 years. For the Fish and Wildlife Service to continue to play a role and monitor wolves. We do the work, keep them in. They need to know that how things are going. They're going to stay on top of that from that angle. And I'm not sure we ever want to release them from that obligation, quite honestly.
Well, it's common, but I think that's a hook to get some help, because I don't ever see this critter being like some of our big game where it pays its way. It's kind of like women's sports, need football to kind of pay the role, pay the bill. And so I think that's kind of how it's going to be for us. And so we need to be thinking about some of these things because we've got quite a responsibility that comes with this delisting.